My name is Gigi Gamble, and this is my story.
My name is Kevin Barton, but a lot of people call me Coach Kev. I'm an aspiring college basketball head coach, either the men's or women's division. My goal always has been to be the person to this generation that I wish I had growing up, by passing down the knowledge that I've gained from the game of basketball. But enough about me. This is about one of the girls I coach named Gigi Gamble. I can see the greatness in her eyes and the talent every time she steps on the court. I just want her to showcase that talent with each and every opportunity that she gets. So let's watch her journey as she continues to strive for greatness. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, these are the stories we all dream about.
Well, when I hear the word greatness, I usually think of like discipline, dedication, and being focused on your craft. And with that also comes like a lot of sacrifices. So, yeah, that's what I think.
As she keeps improving the jump shot, of course, and her defense on the other side of the ball, those are the two things that I know she can actually achieve without a problem. And I know those things will help her be the best guard in New Jersey.
Now here we are, the beginning of Gigi's journey with her new team at Life Center Academy. There's going to be growing pains, and she's going to have to trust the process. But if I know Gigi like I think I know Gigi, she's going to learn, she's going to get better, and she's going to continue to become everything that she's meant to become.
This is my first year at Life Center, and I would say it's different, but it's also like better for me because where I was at before, I feel like I wasn't like getting the right looks or opportunities to like make myself known. If I'm gonna be honest with myself, I feel like my biggest weakness is playing down competition, because when I go against like tough competition, I make sure that I bring my game into the next level. But like when I play against lower competition, it's like I'm like playing with them instead of like showing out more. That I definitely need to get better at that because it makes me look bad. So, and that's not the type of player that I am. And I know I can do better, and I know I am better. So.
We just wanted to see that translate on the court, and we don't want you to become that type of player that is a training player or is a practice player, looks good during training, then when it's in the games, they go to a different level, meaning that you train here, but sometimes you play here depending on your competition. That makes sense? Yeah, so moving forward, like I said, training is always going to continue to help. It's going to continue to help. Getting in that, just being in the gym as much as you can always helps.
Person you want to become.
Yep, exactly. And eventually, it's called be, do, have. Be the person, do what they did to become that person, and then you'll have everything that person has. Make sense?
Makes sense.
I think she's at a point now where we probably won't have to say that to her again, why you playing down to the competition, because she learns from those type of things. But the main thing I think it was is just a transition, trying to transition from being this type of player to this type of player. And that's an uphill battle. That's a climb, because you're starting to do things that weren't expected of you that are now expected of you. You're having to lead in a way that wasn't expected of you. Now you have to lead in this way. I had the pleasure of actually coaching Gigi first. And I think she was an 8th grader. And I had seen her play before because Coach Devin was actually coaching her, part of our program. I knew her dad. I knew her dad for a while because we played ball together. But just being able, when I was coaching her, there was something about her that you could see it in her eyes that she just kind of like wanted it. And as a trainer, as a coach, man, when the kid has that in their eyes, it's just, everything else is easy as long as they want it. And she was one of those players. Her handle was extremely sharp. That's something that she just naturally had, and that could have been, you know, from who she worked with before, which I also know her other trainer too. So all of this kind of like fell into the right kind of situation for her because everybody who trained Gigi knew each other.
It's like with me, if the competition isn't like at a high level, then I play.
So you want me to keep it real? If you're telling me that you want me to keep it a buck, the first thing I think of when you say this, that you're not high level. That's the first. When you say that, the first thing I think of is you're not high level. As a coach, why play down? You better than that. That has nothing to do with the competition. That has nothing to do with coaching. That has nothing to do with nothing else, nobody but you. That's you. That's you. That's all you, nobody else. There's no way you could go play against teams and it's teams that's below your level and you feel like you're not doing well. Why? You worked on your game. We work. You don't let up, G. Don't let up, yo. Her handle is it's crazy. Her handle is really sharp. What I wanted to also implement a part of her game, which I think is the name of the game right now, is just adding a change of speed and a change of pace to her game. She's quick, super fast, can get to any point in the court that she wants because her handle is sharp and it's quick.
Are you ready for your next game? Tackle?
I'm more than ready, you know. And stay tuned because I'm gonna go crazy. So.
What'd you say? Say it louder.
So I'm gonna go crazy. Training helps me become the best version of myself and helps me get better every day, just like what my trainer, Coach O, says. Shout out to him.
She's just a sponge, just to soak it all up, man, and she just wants to get better every day, man.
How does the saying go when it comes to life? If it was easy, then everyone would do it. Being great takes consistency, hard work, and dedication. Without those things, you're going to always fall short. Gigi learned a tough lesson after that last game when she didn't play up to her standards, and I hope she takes full responsibility for the way she played so that she can improve upon it going forward.
So how I feel about going up against Hannah, who plays for football 6, for the first time. I know that she's like one of the top players in the country. I know that, and I never really like faced a good guard that's like her, so I know it's gonna be exciting. I know what I have to do in order to prove myself that I'm able to handle her, and I'm just really excited, and I know that that game is gonna be good, really good, and I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait, and can't wait to lock her down. number one thing about me is that I'm not a selfish player, like, at all. I always give my teammates the opportunity to take their shots. Like, I make them look better on the court because that's what I do, and I love cheering for them, and I always want them to succeed. So, yeah, that's the number one thing that I like to do.
Now that brings us to Gigi's next game, matched up against Paul VI and Hannah Hidalgo. Now I'm so happy that Gigi gets to match up against this girl because she is considered one of the best players in the state of New Jersey. So not only is it going to show the level that Gigi is at right now, it's also going to showcase the level that Gigi needs to push towards.
So I know last game I didn't perform too well. I told myself that I would perform at a higher level and I would match her energy. And I tried to, but failed.
Super humble kid, man, super nice. Talks a lot of shit to me for no reason, but thinks her floater's better than mine, think her jump shot better than mine. I always tell her, yo, you don't have enough in your game yet. You haven't played enough games yet. But she definitely is, she's definitely humble, man. Super humble kid. Comes from a great support system. Like one of the strongest support systems I've seen over the years. Shout out to her mom and her pops and her family, man. But on the court, she's Gigi, man. Initially she was the quiet assassin, didn't say much, just went out there and played her game, punched the clock and went home. But she's starting to develop that inner dog to whereas she can be able to turn it on when she's on the court and turn it off when she's off the court. So that's Gigi on and off the court,
In life, you don't always get second chances, especially opportunities that give you a chance to immediately improve on where you feel like you could have done better at. But Gigi was blessed with this second chance to showcase an upgraded version and to display to everyone how much she's grown from the previous matchup. Life Center Academy was able to schedule a rematch with Hannah and Paul VI. Now let's see if Gigi chose to get better or stay the same.
My favorite part of playing basketball is like when I'm like doing good and I'm on fire and then I start to score a lot and then I hear the crowd going wild. It starts to I start to feel amped up, and that's what I love.
Let's go! Let's go, Gigi!
This game, I felt like I was actually able to play at a high level that I wanted to, and able to match her energy and actually stick with it. And I was able to put up a good fight with her and the whole team. And moving forward, my goal is to just stay consistent and make sure that I always play with a high energy and just keep moving forward and keep getting better.
Life Center ended up losing the rematch against Paul VI, but Gigi showcased what type of player she can be by hitting 4 threes and matching Hannah's intensity from start to finish.
I want to become that player when people look at me, they're going to be like, oh, that girl definitely has potential to go D1. And I know with that definitely comes like a lot of sacrifices, like a lot. And also being that teenager that doesn't really have like a teenager life, I mean, it doesn't really sound that bad as long as you know what you want to accomplish in life and to achieve your goals. If you know what you want to do, then go for it.
I don't know if I'm going to end up as a college basketball head coach. That might not be what God has planned for me. But I'm glad that He's given me the ability to create stories like these. For me, it's all about purpose and living your purpose to the best of your abilities. So what's your purpose? Mine is giving back to the youth of this generation any way that I can. So let's continue to watch Gigi's story unfold as she continues to live out her journey and become the best version of herself.
I do have multiple favorite parts while I'm playing basketball, but I also love getting a 5-second call on defense because it does something to me. And hearing the crowd go wild, it just makes me feel better about myself.